Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. So, let's see. Every time I rearrange things, I kind of make things worse. And this one's telling me the right time because it actually atomically sets itself back up. It's about 3:30 on November 11th, 2015. I just opened the door. It's 55 degrees in here. And this tells me I haven't changed this time yet. But 12.9 degrees centigrade, 61% humidity. This tells me my battery's all charged up. The old Energizer in the back. What am I up to today? Given that I have way too much stuff to put away because the Hoard is outgrown its boundaries, I took a road trip today and bought another Baja Warrior. Right, I know, I need another Baja Warrior. Well, I think I do, so. And it's my life, and that's what makes me happy, so I bought another Baja Warrior. The story on this, right, everything has a story. I saw this on eBay, and it was out in Plainville, Connecticut. Plainville is, you get on Route 84 and you go west. You go through Danbury, through, what is that, Bridgeport, and not far after Bridgeport you get to Plainville. Plainville, nice area, nice town. Looks like a working people town. Didn't see any of the big fancy stuff floating around, but everything in there was very well kept, very nice. The person I bought it from, his grandfather actually put it on eBay for him. It was looked like a 3-generation house, all living in the grandfather's place. I don't know, nice people. You know, I like everybody that works, and they struck me as if they were working people. I guess this, well, forget guess. I know this is one of those older units. The home light is older. And if you look at the serial number, I think I finally got this figured out. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's there's a 6 there. So I think this is a 1980 or 1996, excuse me. No, excuse me. This is a 2006. For the 2000s, it was the actual year. Wasn't used too terribly much. I don't know if you guys can see that. But it still has some of the nubs on the tires. Little gray spray paint here. They redid some. They repainted the fenders. Right, you can see they did the front. There's a little overspray. Gas tank or fake gas tank. Yeah, they put that on the back. I mean, the clutch guard is in pretty good shape. I was told that they did put a new clutch in it. But not a horrible amount of wear. Well, really very little wear. This is a cold start after taking it off the truck. Left the gas on, not a good idea. Oh, let's turn it on. So, starts easy enough. You probably can't hear me because there's a lot of wind noise. Sounds like I wouldn't mind a carb rebuild. Because the choke is off. I'll give it a carb rebuild. I don't know if you guys noticed on the pavement, headlight works. Yeah, she's definitely running a little rich there. Worst comes to worst, throw a $25 carb on it. But you can see it's solid, sounds good, no clangs, bangs, or otherwise bad sounds. The story on it was, I saw it up on, oh, she knocked herself over. The story on it was, it's from eBay. Oh, stay. I don't know if I just did that or if it was like that. I don't think I could have done it that perfectly. It must have been like that. Anyway, it was an eBay deal. He had a buy it now 400. He started the bidding at 275. I had my maximum bid up at 301. He had his reserve set somewhere above 301, and I asked him, he had a $36 delivery cost. You know, ain't nobody mailing that thing for 36 bucks. So I asked if I could come pick it up, right? Plainville, I don't know, about 2 hours from here. I think it took me about 2 hours to get there. So anyway, I took the run out there. But so 175 start, 400 buy it now. I'm not quite sure what his reserve was set at, but it was above $301. When I asked if I could come pick it up, obviously I don't want to ship it and add another $100 to the pain. He responded, make it $375 and I'll mark it sold. You could come pick it up. I responded, I'll give you $300 for it. And he said, make it $350. And I said, tell you what, I'll give you $325 for it, and let's see what happens. If it sells, it sells. I'm not willing to go $350. If it doesn't sell, you'll take my $325. He said, okay. It didn't sell at his maximum bid was only $301. So it didn't sell, and obviously I had to come fetch it. So it cost me $325 and a little bit of time this morning. Once again, you guys could hear what kind of shape it's in. Yeah, I've been walking around, just kind of looking about, trying to figure out what I'm doing with these various piles of bad news, and I really, it's from inside the garage, I really need to get some of these piles of bad news moving, not in a better direction, just moving at all. So I'm taking note of what space I have and what space I could harness, and where am I going to put things, and what else I want to do. Oh, I don't know how many of you are familiar with cats. Cats seem to have 3 speeds. It's time to sleep, it's time to eat, and pet me for 30 seconds because I need you to help me find my way to sleeping or eating. They're really amazing. She's a little more affectionate than most cats. She's actually, you know, I guess what I would consider one of the best cats I've ever had. She really doesn't tear anything up. You know, she doesn't bother anybody. She's just, you know, she's decent to have around. I don't have any trouble with her. Yeah, I figured I'd take you guys on the walk here. What you hear buzzing about in the background is down the road from me. Down the road from me is a farm, and next to the farm is some land that he's actually a tree contractor. He cuts down trees for a living. Sells firewood too. But he bought the land with his family, a sizable family, I've been told. I haven't met him. And his kids have those bikes. I think it sounds like one of them is a pretty big bore also. I think his kids aren't that old, so I think one of them might be his. So if you hear ying ying in the background, that's what that sound is. Just quickly, you guys can see I still have more space. Just what I need. This up close. So yeah, I'm kind of walking around a little bit, making decisions on what needs to go where. This is that tent I mentioned, shed in a box. Hopefully my back is feeling a little better. I don't know why my back's cranky today. Probably overdid it. Did a lot of work yesterday with my hands over my head, and I never ever work like that. But if you're working on a ceiling, right, you got to put your hands over your head. So yeah, tomorrow I hope to be firing this guy up and getting this mess in much better shape. And a plan has more or less come to light. I'm going to put that box shed I told you about. That's going to be standing here. And in the back of it will be a little bit of dead storage. Not completely dead, but, you know, storage that doesn't have to move out of there continuously. And in the front of it, it's going to be set up for stuff to be able to move in and out fairly easy. And the plan is to put a few of the winter projects in there so that when I want to work on them, I could just kind of bring them in here and work on them. And then when they're done, they can move back out. So this is an example of a project that really needs to be finished, and so that first it can move under its own power. This dragging this thing about is killing me. So I want to get this so that it's rideable and I'm able to move it under its own power. It doesn't need much. I'm gonna put the back wheel, the cantilever arm, the back sway bar, trailing arm. The trailing arm bearing is bad, so I got to replace that. Looks like I already got the motor mounts into it. I know they're not beautiful, but they're in there. I put a fancy gear shift on it. So I have to deal with what the chain's up to, get the fenders smashed on, and this one will be done. I think it has brakes. Yeah, it even has brakes. All right, I think that's all of it for now, folks. I really want to thank you guys for watching and commenting and subscribing. please remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and folks, please get out there and enjoy all your days. You get a nice pretty one like this, you really got to enjoy it. It's November 1st. In my area, there's no guarantees from now until spring what the weather's going to be like. It could easily be ugly. So between now and spring, you know, one could be fighting with snow and ice and everything, and that means November, December, January, February, and March, and it could take all the way to April 1st, so it could be the next 6 months where it's ugly. So folks, get out there and enjoy your time. Once again, thanks for watching and commenting and subscribing. Take care of yourselves, and we'll talk again real soon. Bye now.